Welcome, Bearcat fans. My name is Jalen Tidwell, and I'm the head sports information director here at Brush University. And we are creating a new kind of talk show, per se, that we are going to be posting on our YouTube channel, hopefully once a week. So this is the new Den Talk. We're going to call it the Den Talk. And this is episode 1, edition 1, the first installment, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to be here today with head women's volleyball coach Emma Derry, and we are kind of just going to give a recap of the week and kind of get into your matchup this week with Oakland City. So just kind of to recap the weekend, you started conference against Rio Grande and West Virginia Tech. You dropped down to 0-2 to start conference. One was against a very tough Rio Grande team. And the final scores for that were 28-26, 25-21, and 25-16 in 3 sets. So, pretty close matchup. Definitely closer than what it has been before. So, and then prior to that match, they had actually beat IU East in 5 sets.
Yeah, I watched that game. It was crazy.
Yeah. And they are actually now ranked first in conference with just overall record 3-0. So we're going to kind of just go through each game, and I want to kind of get your thoughts on just how it went. And I mean, if you want, we can skip the West Virginia Tech game because we know how much fun that game was.
No, I think we should go over it. It was a great learning experience for us.
Okay. So yeah, I just want to know, we'll start with the Rio Grande game. Just want to get your thoughts, what you think needs to be improved, and just overall what you were thinking about the matchup.
I definitely think that our youth showed during that game, just because in that first set we were so close, and I thought we were going to pull it out, and then we had some freshman errors, but all in all I thought it was a really great game. I thought we played really well. Our defense was on point. It was just Rio was the better team, and I wish we would play against them again later in the season, and I really hope that we do, because I think it would be a huge difference in play.
Right. So, and just to kind of, cap off of that, I think their setter is leading the conference right now in is it assists per game currently, or assists per set?
I think so,
Yeah, it's like I don't
it's
have
probably
that in my notes.
She's solid.
Yeah, she definitely killed us, I thought, and it was craziness. So, now you guys won't play them again, right?
Correct.
Is that division? Is it right? You guys do divisions?
Yeah, we do East and West.
Yeah. Okay. So then just going, past the Rio Grande straight to the West Virginia University Tech game. That game was in 3 sets as well. That match was in 3. Final scores 25-15, 25-12, and 25-18. So that team prior to that match actually beat Oakland City, who you will be playing. They swept them in 3, and they are currently 3rd in the conference with a 2-0 record. What do you? I mean, young team. I get it.
Yeah, I think
were we tired? Like, what happened?
I think it's the experience of playing a 7 o'clock game and then having to turn around and play a noon game.
Yep.
So I think we played really well against Rio Grande, and then yes, probably tired, but nothing was working for us. And every adjustment we made, it was just. As a team, we just didn't play where we normally do.
Yeah.
So,
and even I could, tell that too, because I've seen you guys play so far. I mean, we held the Classic here. We got to see all 4 of your guys' matches. We've had your first 2 conference games were at home, so you guys definitely didn't look like the same team. But like you said, it could be the mix of nerves. Number 1, going into conference play. 2, going from playing a 7 o'clock game the night before to a noon game the day after. So, totally get that. And plus, you guys have a young team. So
yes, we definitely have a very young team. And at this point, we stress how important conference is. So I do think nerves had a big part of it, because, our goal is to make conference tournament, as we haven't in a really long time.
Right.
So I think they were just nervous, as they know it's a huge goal for us.
Yeah. Awesome. So coming up this week, your guys' match against Oakland City is actually labeled as the River States Conference Match of the Week, which is a new... Okay. So, for those who were watching, okay, you'll notice there was a really weird cut in the middle of our video, okay? That's because the camera decided to stop recording 5 minutes into the interview. It's a great first episode.
It's great.
you can't have anything successful if you don't fail and fail and
If
fail.
bloopers don't happen, then it's not a good episode.
It's not Brescia.
Yeah,
it's exactly. It's not Brescia. So, round 2. Here we go.
Yeah.
So your guys' matchup against Oakland City this weekend, this Friday, is listed as the River States Conference match of the week for women's volleyball. So just kind of giving you a little bit of insight on Oakland City. They are 8th in the conference right now. They have a 6-10 record overall and a 1-3 conference record. Your current coaching record against them, saying it for a second time, and it still feels like it's really bad to say.
Right.
But it's not even that bad. You've only been here this is only your second year.
Only my second year.
So, I mean, it's only 0-3. You got plenty of time to make up for that. And we've already been 0-1 against them. They came here, played us at the Brescia Classic that we hosted. And in that match, the final scores were 25-22, 25-23, and 25-20 in the 3 sets that they won. So Callie had 13 kills in that match. The team hit .082. And then Callie is also 2nd in the conference overall in kills per set with 3.88 and 4th in total kills with 225. Now, their top hitter is Macy Knight, who had 12 kills in our matchup the first time. And overall, their team hit .173. So what are your kind of thoughts on keeping their attacking to like a minimum? I mean, I know it was a close game, so you can't really say a minimum. I guess what's more so on our attacking side, what do we need to do more of, and what do we need to do defensively as far as their attacking front?
Defensively, we just need to stay on our toes more. Mm-hmm. I think, they had a couple of great hits, but majority of them were, off our block or maybe even looked more like missed hits compared to like us reading it. So we weren't reading it very well when we played them. So just making sure we're staying on our toes and reaction times are a little quicker. On our side of it, I think we just need to keep the ball in play a little more. We were trying to score and we were attacking, which is great because you want to do that at the beginning and learn from it. But I think going into this this game with it being conference, I think we need to be a little more controlled with our attacking.
Gotcha. So kind of going on to their defensive side, and we literally just had this conversation not even 3 minutes ago before the camera decided to cut out. So Dunya Marjarovic, their libero, had 20 digs in our matchup the first time, and she currently leads the conference in digs with 333, and digs per set with 6.05. Now on our side, Cheney, Callie, and Soup Campbell, for those of you who don't know her actual name, they all combined for 43 digs in that match. So we had 3 players. They only had 1 that had all their digs. So, but Cheney is 2nd in conference with assists per set in 8.20. And Soup is 5th in the conference in digs with 228. So as far as, you already said it, our defensive, we need to stay on our toes more.
Yep.
We need to be more just aware of what's going on. But are you going to avoid trying to hit towards Dunya?
Yes, absolutely. As much as we try to, because even in our first game, I'm like, don't hit her. It's just, she's everywhere. She'll pick up every ball if it's semi-close to her, if it's not close to her at all. So it's keeping the ball away from her. And again, we have 3 great defensive players, and then of course Katie and Kennedy are also in there, but I have realized that Cheney's been picking up a lot of balls recently, and she's been a huge part of it. So maybe she might be a little closer to being first in conference if she didn't have so many digs, but she's been great.
Yeah. So now I also noticed that in our last matchup there weren't a whole lot of blocks on either side. So obviously you guys hit around blocks. Both teams hit around blocks really, really well. Is that kind of something you guys have kind of instilled in the attackers, is trying to hit around blocks?
Well, we'd rather hit around it than in it. But
because I don't really know a whole lot about volleyball. I didn't play volleyball. I played softball. I know basketball. I know softball, I know baseball, but volleyball was one of the things that I'd never really, I understand, and now that I've been in this profession, I've come to learn more and more about it. So I don't really know what the strategy is on hitting into blockers. I've heard people say hit into them, maybe they'll make an error, or hit around them.
Definitely need to take more advantage when they're smaller setters are in the front row, or when they have a smaller hitter in the front row. We need to take more advantage of that, but Yeah, I mean, working around it, and if they have a huge block or a great block, we try to tool off of them. So,
all right. Well, I think that's all that I have. Is there anything else that you would like to kind of just add to any of the information that we've had or that we've talked about today?
I just know that the girls aren't very satisfied with how the last game went, so they're very pushing right now. Like, they're working really hard, digging deep to not have the same result as the last game. So,
all right. Well, I want to just wish you guys good luck, and thank you all for watching. If you plan on going to the Oakland City matchup this weekend, the girls will be playing at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City this Friday at 6 p.m. So, again, thank you for coming and sharing some of your ideas, sharing your thoughts, all the kind of stuff with me. This is our first episode of the Den Talk, so we're just trying to make something more creative content.
I'm happy to be the first.
Thank you guys, and stay tuned. We look forward to hopefully having another episode for you guys next week. Thank you, and go Bearcats. Let's hope it kept
Go
that.
Bearcats.
Go Bearcats. Let's hope it kept this one this time.